There's only one story in town. It's all about Harry Maguire, Manchester United, as you boys have obviously touched on. Big win for them.
Big win for Arsenal as well.
And a big one for Arsenal. Yeah, we'll talk Arsenal. But Bobby Dazzler's under fire. Maguire and Onana are heroes on an emotional, dramatic night at Old Trafford. I like this from Henry Winter right at the start of his piece in The Times. He says, this emotional match climax with Manchester United fans rising to a chant of stand up for the Busby Babes. They had saluted the late Sir Bobby Charlton during the game and very powerfully before it, and their struggling side belatedly showed some of the qualities associated with vastly superior teams of red in decades gone by. And again, they also go Bobby Dazzlers too on the back of the Mayo Maguire scores and Onana saves late penalty. I mean, Al, you think about Maguire, right? You think of the amount of criticism he's received over the last 6 months. I mean, how mentally strong does he have to be as a footballer to get through that and then deliver like that when called upon?
He'll probably never admit it, but it does get to you. There's no doubt about it. When you're not playing, you're down, and you try and keep a brave face. You try and do well in training. You try and prove that, I'll show you, but I don't care who you are or how strong you are, you do start doubting yourself a wee bit. But look, that's a shot in the arm. Now, what happens the next couple of games? Does he keep his place? I hope so.
Yeah.
Ali?
I don't know about you all, Sam, but I was really pleased for Harry Maguire last night. I was watching the game, watched the second half, watched their delivery, watched the goal, and you'd have to have a completely cold heart, or be heartless actually, not to feel a degree of satisfaction for him. You could almost see the relief in his celebration when he heads that. Got a brilliant header it was too. I was delighted for him, because you're right, Al. I don't care what anybody says. Of course he'll be feeling all the criticism, and what he'll probably be feeling about it more than anything, he'll think to himself, I'm getting a lot of criticism here, but it probably goes to the territory. I can handle it. He'll probably be feeling for his family more than anything.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact is, Sam, I remember his mum came out and had a wee pop, and she was well within her rights to give a wee pop, protecting her son. But he'll be sitting thinking, that if it's affected members of my family like that, it's not good. So I was really pleased for him, and I said earlier, and I think you agreed, Al, at the time, I was a wee bit surprised he didn't head down to West Ham, and I'm not sure that he won't still need to leave to get his career going again. But interesting few weeks coming up to see if he can keep his place in the side.
And next up for him, Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Just Erling Haaland to try and handle on Sunday, Ali.
I know.
Well, it's a great game, isn't it? What a game that is. You know what I mean? And I don't know, but, you look at Harry scoring last night, Bellingham scoring again. Haaland got one, didn't he, the weekend? But he's not on fire at the moment, is he?
It's amazing.
It's early. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting him. No way. But he's not exactly on fire.
Listen. Better than I do. He'll be. You take your eye off him for 2 seconds, and he's liable to stick the ball in the back of the net. He's just absolutely top class. I saw Harry's goal. Bellingham scored another goal. It's funny. I'm thinking, boys, you're talking about that game at the weekend. I said Monday, Sam. I don't know whether you agree or not. I think this season, and I hope I'm right, I think this season more than any, we're going to see the big teams drop points perhaps at places where they wouldn't lose them before. I'm talking about City, Arsenal and Liverpool. I just think there's more teams now capable of taking points off them. The Newcastles, the Aston Villas, the Brightons, all these teams, and I'm looking forward to it, I must admit.
By the way, Sam, who was it had the X-ray eyes? Was it Superman?
Say again?
Who had the X-ray eyes? Was it Superman?
Oh.
Yeah, well, Superman.
He couldn't see that. Them groups you've given me. Superman couldn't work out them. I take it the printer's knackered again, is it?
I'll throw at you. I'm going to tell you right now. Was it no Steve Austin? Did he know of a bionic eye? Remember Steve Austin?
Yeah, but I'm sure Superman had X-ray eyes as well. Get some kryptonite, will you?
Can you not read? Oh, that's too small for you.
Too small. You're having a laugh.
Should we do one more story, boys? You mentioned Man City there. They go to Young Boys this evening. Pitch battle. Pep has pop at Swiss-sized plastic surface. Easy. They go to Young Boys tonight. They are playing on an artificial pitch. I'm sure you boys would have played on
shouldn't be allowed. Should not be allowed.
You're not having it?
No, shouldn't be allowed.
We think Champions League top tier, you've got to play on
Switzerland. Why have they got an artificial pitch in Switzerland? It's ridiculous.
He's right.
You having it, Ali, as well? You're not a fan of it?
Listen, I'm 100% behind the big fella here on this. Top tournament in the planet. and you're playing on a plastic pitch. Do me a favour.
It's not good enough, is it? Not
Do
good
me
enough.
a favour.
And one more quick one. How was that, okay?
Yes.
Because I know Ali was at Spurs on Monday night. You saw Fulham get beat, but there was some good news yesterday for Fulham. Marco Silva, his contract was up at the end of the season. He signed a new deal though to take him to the club until 2026. He was linked, wasn't he, with Saudi Arabia during the summer? But that's big news for Fulham, isn't it?
I think it's good news for Fulham. There was talk of him obviously following the centre forward Mitrovic over there. I think that's great news. He hasn't done it. I'm looking at Fulham though, guys, and I'm not wanting to be disrespectful. I can't see Fulham anywhere other than kind of below middle.
Yeah.
You know, I think they'll have good days. I think they'll have bad days. I don't think there's any chance they'll go down, but I don't think they'll affect really in any top 6, top 8 or anything like that.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.